Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to Let Me Touch You podcast. I am your host, Barbara, also known as Barbie. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. So, today's podcast will be about getting to figure out whether or not you're ready to move on into another relationship. I'm going to give you guys some pointers and some things that I've learned while reading. First and foremost, I want you guys, once this episode is done, to make sure you go either download the book, listen to it free on YouTube, whichever way. But the book attached, oh my God, it's amazing. I'm going to discuss it a little later on and I'm going to give you details about it. But I just started yesterday and I don't want to stop. I'm not the type I rarely have time to sit down and listen to a book. So lately I do the Audible. And I listen while I'm cleaning, while I'm working. Yesterday at work, while I was listening, people come and talk to me. I'm like, don't you guys see I'm trying to work while I'm listening to my book? And it's just so great that you're not going to want to stop listening or reading it. Okay, so lately I have been in my feelings. I don't know if it's because of my last episode. I think my last episode has a lot to do with it. The episode, Say What You Need to Say, where I had my cousin and some friends on there, where we were discussing basically when is the important time to basically say what you want in a relationship. And I don't know, some might think I'm boring or old-fashioned, but I can care less. I was raised a certain way and I have morals, so there's a certain way I go about things. And I've definitely been in my feelings. I'm like, I'm a great person. I have the worst luck with men. And it's not fair. I've been single for 2 years. Of course, I don't see anything wrong with being alone. I enjoy being alone because I have been bettering myself. Not only for myself, for my children, and of course for whatever the future holds. But there comes a time where, I get lonely. I wish I had someone that I can go watch a movie with, either go to their house, invite them over here. When my children are not here, of course, because I won't bring anyone around my kids. Things like that, somebody to talk to, spend some time with, go to the park, do all that nice romantic shit that I like, the soft side of me. And I've just been feeling a certain type of way, basically. So I've been trying to figure it out because I know that because of everything that I've gone through in my past, it's going to be hard for me to move on. But in order for me to move on, I have to let go of my past. We all know that. And I'm always saying that, we have to let go. It's easier said than done. I have been letting go, but I have not completely let go because I've noticed that all the hurt that I've been through is preventing me from trying to find something new, from allowing something new to even happen. Like once I see any little red flag, that's it, I'm done. Even though I did promise myself that I was going to do that, but sometimes we see things that are not there just because of all the things that we've been through before. So I don't know. I have to try to figure out a way to figure shit out, I guess. So I came across this article on psychologytoday.com, which is amazing. When you guys are done, you should go look into it. I'm sorry you guys hear the kids in the background. I apologize for that. But it's amazing, it gives good pointers. And I love that they had this little quiz on there that I didn't take because I wanted to take while I was doing the episode and share my results with you guys. So I'm gonna basically ask the questions, and if you're home, get a pen, paper, so we could do this together. If you're driving, just listen. Maybe later on you could take the quiz at home, but let's start this out. So the name of the article is 15 Questions to Help You Decide If You're Ready to Date Again. So there's going to be 15 questions, and you're going to rate them from 1 through 5. 1, your answer being rarely. 2, sometimes. 3, often. 4, a lot. And 5, most of the time. So here we go, people. The first question is, well, not even question, it's like a statement. And then, So the first thing is, I think about the next person I'm going to fall in love with. Rate that from a 1 through 5, guys. The next one is, I think that I will eventually find the person I want. Remember, we're rating 1 through 5. The next is, I believe that I was a worthwhile partner. Number 4, I trust that the future holds great new relationship adventures. Hold on, I messed up. For number 3, I didn't put an answer. Yeah, sorry. Number 4, I trust that the future holds great new relationship adventures. Number 5, people get over the pain from their last relationship. Number 6, I believe that losing that important relationship has made me a stronger person. Number 7, my friends tell me that I'm healed from my loss. Number 8, I think of the good things I did in my relationship. Number 9, I believe that my partner did truly care about me. Number 10, I still trust that people are basically good. I don't know about that. Number 11, I treasure the positives in intimate relationships. Number 12, I believe that I've learned what I need to know to try dating again. 13, I feel renewed confidence in knowing what to do differently the next time around. 14, I trust that most people ghost other people because they don't want to hurt them. I don't know about all that. And 15, things work out the way they're supposed to. You guys know I'm a strong believer of that. So let's see my score. Okay, so I'm going to give you the numbers more or less for you to score. And you see if, depending on your score, whether you're ready or not. So I scored a 59. Okay, now if you scored a 1 through 15, you're definitely not ready. 16 through 30, you should wait a little and focus more on being around people who love you. 31 through 45, you're beginning to heal. 46 through 60, you're very close. And 61 through 75, it's time to get back on the market. So since I scored a 59, that leaves me at being very close. And I would definitely have to agree with this little quiz. So if you didn't take it, and it'll probably help you out. Do I feel I'm ready? No. I still have more healing to do. I still have trust issues. But do I wanna fall in love again? Of course. Being in love with someone that loves you as much as you love them, it's an amazing feeling. Who doesn't want to feel that? But, we all have gone through things in life that may change us in a certain way and hinder us from being happy again. And I hate doing anything half-ass. So I refuse to go into a relationship half-ass and ruin it. I could probably ruin someone. Maybe that someone is, a great person. And the fact that I have issues still that I haven't dealt with from my past, I can just ruin a great person. And I don't want to do that. So right now I'm just going to keep focusing on myself and doing what I got to do to make myself better for the future. So this is where the book Attachment falls into place. So this book Attachment was referred to me by my next door neighbor. It's about the new science of adult attachment and how it can help you find and keep love. The book is by Amir Levine, who is an MD, and Rachel Heller, which is an MA. You guys are not going to regret reading it. So in the book, they speak about attachment styles. different attachment styles everyone has. The three basic attachment styles are the secure, the anxious, and the avoidant. A brief description of each is basically the secure person is more confident, more comfortable with intimacy, and is more warm and loving. The anxious person craves intimacy, is preoccupied more with the relationship and always worrying about their partner and wondering if their partner will ever love them as much as they love their partner. So they're basically always worrying. And the avoidant person feels more like if intimacy is a sign like if they're gonna lose their independence. So they kind of fall back a little and they try to minimize the intimacy with their partner. It's crazy, right? Because I'm sure as you guys are listening to this, you can already feel how you fall into one of those categories, or whoever you're dating or your husband or whatever, or your wife kind of falls into one of those. In the book, it explains that these styles usually start from how you're raised. So basically, from babies, you see how there's some babies that when their parents leave the room, they start crying. There's some babies that are okay with it, and there's some babies that are like, oh, whatever, they just ignore their parents. So those three babies I described have fall into each category. The one that's crying crazy because they want their mom will be the anxious baby. The one that can care less if the mom or dad stepped out the room is the avoidant baby. And the secure one is the one that sees that mom or dad leaves the room, but is okay because they know that mom or dad is going to come back. So they feel that all of this starts from an early age based on how your parents are with you. So let's say if your parents were always available and there for you, showed you love, extra sensitive with you, just catered to your needs as much as they could. Basically, not even as much as they could, just made sure they catered to you. You were like their number one priority. Those infants grow up to be secure. Now, if your parents were inconsistent with everything, every now and then they were there. If you cried, there were times they'll pick you up, or sometimes they'll let you be. Then those are more of the anxious people. And then now if your parents were distant, you know how some parents feel, oh, he's crying, let him cry. He needs to understand that I'm not gonna always run to him whenever he's crying. Oh, he fell, oh, he'll be okay, get up, wipe it off, dust it off. Now those kids, they feel they grow up to have the avoidant type of style when it comes to adult attachment. I find this book amazing because with just that little bit I'm telling you guys, like, I was blown away with the details and the examples and everything that they gave. And especially that is the MD and the MA speaking. They performed experiments on patients who were suffering from like separation anxiety disorder, and all the information that they got was from legit patients, legit people. Even other doctors, before they would get their degrees, they would have to go through certain processes, and they saw that depending on their childhood and also depending on their experiences in life, those things can change as well. So sometimes